Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome and all to The Division. This is a thing and I just don't know with this game. You could say I'm divided when it comes to it. Top quality. I know, I know. So this is a MMO-y, open-worldy shooter. And it's set in a post-apocalyptic disease outbreak world where everything is expectedly gone to hell. I mean, when I tell you apocalyptic disease wiping out most of humanity world, you can instantly imagine it. Think zombie outbreak without the zombies. And it's interesting. In its defense, initially, it's cool to have a wastelandy type approach where it's, you know, it's just humans. At least as far as we know. Just humans being the threat. There's innocent civilians. Who you can throw? Get down! Get away from there! This man trash! This man... Wow, she has balls of fucking steel! Lady! Yeah, I thought so. Dance! If you shoot down civilians, you become a renegade and a target for other players, so it's not recommended unless you're feeling extremely ballsy. But yeah, setting-wise, it's what you're kind of expecting, and visually, the game is very pretty. It does feel alive, having people wandering around trying to survive next to random dead corpses. It's got that vibe, and it does make you feel like a rugged agent in this wasteland trying to fix everything, and that is indeed what you're doing. So before we get to more mechanical complexity, the combat and everything, let's give a quick little rundown of the overarching story of this world. This is the map, and it is a very cool map. The holographic protection of where you are and everything you can do. The red area is the dark zone, which is effectively the you don't go there, the outbreak was really heavy there, people gonna kill you there, and there's a lot of PvP that goes down into the dark zone. There really is. So if I set that to the hostage rescue, we'll do that later on just so you can see what a kind of side mission is. So if we enter here, you are forced to roleplay walk into your base, and this base is personal to you. Other players can't get into here, and there's a medical tech and security wing. You have to unlock them and then upgrade them by completing main story missions around the world. You get supplies, which then you can use to upgrade the wings, and then upgrading those wings directly upgrades your characters with skill points, abilities, and general usefulness. It's a nice little system, and it's a lot of fun to have a home base and to see all of this get tidied up and grow stronger and be more in a running order. It's really quite awesome to have your own personnel, staff, and just general place to call home and upkeep. So the beta can be completed main mission wise in about an hour at the moment, and you unlock the medical wing and its first upgrade. So we actually have staff in here, we have people being treated. Before that happened, there was nothing going on, so there really is a tangible sense of progress, and I think actually this base and the story-wise to progress it while also being in a multiplayer world is definitely the strongest feature of this game. But there's not really much else to show you at this stage apart from the fact that, yeah, it is cool. What's here is cool, and idea-wise, it is pretty cool. So let's roleplay walk back out. You're not allowed to sprint, and while it's kind of neat, it's gonna frustrate people eventually having to constantly walk in and out of that area. But as you can see, the transition from open world I could see players to I'm in my own instance, it's very seamless and smooth. Like, that is quite impressive in all honesty. And then your waypoints are these floating orange lines that show you where to go. They're very unintrusive but very visible and very easy to use. Even stuff like the poster flying past me and the footsteps in the snow and just the general environment, it is very, very fun to be in, and it is honestly quite immersive. It's probably one of the most detailed and, I guess, realistic post-apocalyptic type worlds I can honestly say I've been in. So, really big props to the game on that front. So, because it is MMO-y, you are all about your gear. For example, this hat that I found, this lovely decorative hat, was a rare drop from one of the mobs. I mean, I don't know how exciting it is in the long game to be going, oh no, look at this, yeah, get on my level, you're gonna be so jealous, I found a bobble hat. Boom! Epic quality plus 4 to strength. It's not as exciting as Mad Armor, but it does have its appeal to actually find clothing and various cool little loadouts for your character. You can end up looking like quite a cool, badass agent in the field. So, those two enemies I just blasted down are random thugs that you see about the place, and as you saw, the gunplay it's very run-of-the-mill. It's not gonna really blow anyone away. You can swap sides. You have a main, you have a secondary, and you have a pistol, and then you also get actual abilities which tie back into your home base. So if I open my L here, we've got 3 trees. Your medical, your tech, and your security. You've got a scanner which shows the location of enemies. You've got a heal for you and your allies. You've got a sticky bomb that you can detonate, and you've got a riot shield. And then further down you get things like turrets, and all the skills can be modified through a path and made into better and more tailored to situations version of themselves, and it's serviceable. The skills aren't going to blow anyone away with their creativity, but they can't really, because they're somewhat trying to keep it realistic and believable. There's no one going to be throwing around lightning powers, for example. Then we have talent trees, which are, as you can see, not available, but I imagine they boost you in various stats. And then we have perks once again, such as increase the amount of medkits you can carry, and together all 3 might very well be enough to give a decent sense of progression and, really give something for players to work towards, and that's kind of cool. And also, very, good bonus feature, you can shoot birds out the sky if you are not completely terribly inaccurate like I am. You can also kill rats and pigeons, so if you've... Hey, come here, you son of a bitch! I am having rat stew tonight! Yes! No, you can't really have rat stew. It's really disappointing, honestly. Devs, can we have that as a feature, please? That would be lovely! Oh, wonderful. So we actually go to our inventory then. You find quality of drops. These are green, you have blues and purples, I assume, it's your classic tier system, and then you have your various bits of armor. I have knee pads, which are knee pads. There's not really much to explain on that point. You've got all your stats going on, you've got your rank, your main level, and then your rank in the PvP Dark Zone, which is kind of nice to work towards. You've got various currencies to buy stuff, and there's a lot of information you can get, and then you can change your overarching main appearance as you find stuff throughout the game. And then there's also a crafting system, but there's not much detail on that at the moment, so really all we can do is speculate. You can have a group, of course, of your friends, go around as a team, kill people, save people, earn mad loot together, betray each other. It's quite a very smooth and workable group system. Me and Fluke had a little bit of a play earlier, and yeah, it works very well. So actually, cover system in the game is very intuitive, very smooth, and works very nicely, and you are very much encouraged to use it, because if you're not constantly in cover, you're gonna get killed by enemies that are actually tough, and any player that is knowing what they're doing, which should be most of them, honestly, because shooters, you point and you click bullets at someone, and then they kind of fall over, so you want to be behind cover to prevent that from happening. There doesn't seem to be that high of a skill ceiling compared to other shooters, because it is kind of fire bullet, enemy takes 200 damage, and there is something about that is always kind of off-putting, that is kind of, and I understand it because they're going MMO-y and that makes sense, but I put a bullet in your head and you didn't die, you just took 200 damage. Like, it's really, it doesn't work, a damage system with bullets. I just don't think it does, but you can certainly get past it if you're here for the MMO experience. You very much can. So, these are enemies. If we get behind cover, everything is very dynamic, and you can easily switch cover, and then we will blast him down. He's got a flamethrower, actually. That's quite ridiculous. So, I'll show you my sticky bomb. There we go. Because I directly hit an enemy, it went straight off. Otherwise, it would be a remote mine. So, as you can see, we're getting that hit. He's visible to me. Holy crap, you do have a combat roll. Let me get a med kit on there before I get roasted to death. And we also have various types of grenades, as you can see, EMP, explosives, your classic grenade type. So this is the side quest that we got to. These people have obviously, from the looks like, taken over this building, and we're here to solve them. Let me put a grenade in there. That should do a fair number on a lot of them. Get my reload going. The actual interface, this floating indicator of what's going on, is actually very well done. How everything is displayed to you information-wise is... Are you okay? No? Are you... That is... That's... oh, that is gonna... Oh, that is... I mean, that's quite the pose, sir. But yeah, how information is displayed to you in the game is actually very, very good. Hey, look! Cut-resistant gloves, everybody. So, they are level 6, so I can't actually equip them yet, but I will obviously take them and have them for next time. So actually, the interior of buildings still looks very good. We need the hostage key, so I can't rescue them yet. So, the question is, where doth I acquire it? So we got to search the area all up in here, see what's going on through this door. Anything more for us? And there we have it. We found ourselves the hostage key. No more enemies. Looking good. Certain amount of rats. I refuse to accept that there isn't an achievement for killing all the rats, so I will work tirelessly towards it. Yes, I can speak the words, don't mind me. So, we get supplies, we get money, we get XP, there you go. These kind of dynamic side quests happen all over the map, and you can effectively just free wander around and find them. So we just leveled up thanks to that. So, that means we can now put on our cut-resistant gloves, which are a lot better than our previous ones. And yeah, gear-wise and combat, you are in for a very MMO experience, just in a kind of apocalyptic way. And honestly, that's no bad thing. So you can also put a waypoint on any part of the map, and then you will get a nice little line to show you there. So exploring is very easy to do. So what I'm going to do is take you to the Dark Zone, and hopefully we can kill some players, because that's really the highlight of this game for me so far. I think my problem with this game is not that it's inherently bad in any way, because it's kind of not. For the most part, it's actually well made. Civilian in need. Alright, I'll give you a med kit, and then we get some XP for that. And he also gave us a construction mask, so that's kind of nice. Occasionally you do get civilians walking up to you and asking for you to help them out, and you can either help them out or shoot them in the face and laugh. I mean, it's really up to you. It depends how much of a psychopath you want to be. But yeah, my problem, and it's not really a problem per se, but while there's nothing inherently bad in this game, there's also nothing so far that's made me go, oh yeah, I can't wait to sit down and play 10 hours of The Division all day and really work on my character. You know, there's nothing. It seems like very well made average fun, if that makes sense. And I don't want to commit to that statement because it is a very limited beta. There's a lot still to be revealed, but so far, nothing has made me sort of burst with excitement, you know. There's nothing that's made me go, And that's kind of disappointing, because I wanted to like this game. I mean, there wasn't that much hype about it, I don't think, really, but it has a lot of potential for a pure shooter, apocalyptic type game, and I don't know, I do want it to do well, because I think there is a lot of potential here. So this is a Dark Zone shop. They sell blue quality gear for Dark Zone credits, and I've only got 61 of them from the bit of PvP I've done, so we're going to go see if we can't earn a little bit more of them. Yes, indeed. So let's head into the dreaded Dark Zone, which for the most part does look like the normal area. Ooh, I think we just saw another player, because one disadvantage is there is a lot of people that like to camp the entrances and immediately shoot people who go in. But I will give credit to the game, the Dark Zone is very intense, because knowing that you could get robbed of your loot, XP, and money by other players, that is kind of cool. And yes, I'm going to say it, it feels like being in the wilderness in RuneScape. And that's actually really cool. Knowing that there is severe and significant downsides if you die, knowing the risk-reward of coming in here is very, very high. It's quite intense, and it does make for some seriously cool gameplay. And yeah, I think the PvP aspect and the whole Dark Zone is definitely enough to, I would say, carry this game, especially for someone like me who does really love to PvP. So because I'm by myself, I'm at a definite disadvantage to people who are in squads, assuming they consistently work together and they're not just a allegiance of circumstance. Okay, I want to find someone. I did see a couple bits of movement, but this is what ends up happening. You're very slowly wandering around. He died doing what he loved, playing chess with guns. We will always remember you, chess gun man. Yes, we will. Ooh, okay, so we got a enemy player there, so it's whether they are actually going to attack me. We both just fired explosives at each other, which is typical. Headshots do a lot more damage. I'm going to chop that grenade there, and god damn it, I actually did down my opponent, as you can see, but a extra person came out of nowhere. Look, I downed him, and there he goes. He technically died, so I ranked up, but then his team is here to get me. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction, and I'm going to hold to give up. So there you have it. I actually managed to kill him before his two friends could come and help him out, but obviously it's very difficult to win a big brawl solo, but it is very intense. Like, the more I do it, the more I like it. So I think the PvE and story-wise of this game, very just kind of bland, you know, not particularly fun, but not particularly not fun. It's serviceable. The base upgrading might very well carry that, but the intense combat in the Dark Zone, the risk-reward, I do really like it. I do. I mean, the actual, the problem I was saying with shoot you in the head, you take damage, you don't just die, doesn't really present itself too much in PvP, because otherwise it would suck. You get seen, you get one bullet, you're dead. People would get frustrated. It doesn't make sense that NPC enemies are tanking your shots to no end. That kind of sucks, but in PvP I can understand completely while it's here, and I do agree with it. So yeah, I realize it sounds like I've kind of immediately flip-flopped on my position, but that's how it feels. Walking through that gate to the Dark Zone makes you feel like you're suddenly in an entirely different game that is a lot of fun to be playing if you really let yourself get into it. And being able to take items off other players, oh, I love that stuff. I really do, because you'll have some really emotional, heart-wrenching moments as you're doing really well, but then somebody manages to kill you and it's over and you are just done. Alright, so we got a few little players there as I have a go at that. We want to do a load of headshots there. Let me get my med kit. Damn it! God damn! Again, it's so difficult to win a fight against multiple people. It really is. It's what the hell? Just random golf man just running at me. That's quite funny. But yeah, it's very difficult to win a fight against multiple people because you do rack up damage quite quickly. So you definitely, if you're considering this game, want a group of you playing. You want a squad of you actually doing things. And in that sense, it makes it really, really good fun to have a tactical battle against people. Because you see there, I was hiding, waiting for them. I engaged with my sticky bomb, did a lot of damage, started spattering that guy down with headshots, but I just couldn't tank the combined fire of them both. And, you know, it's my own fault. Of course, I tried to kill two people by myself. I mean, I'm not expecting anything different to happen. Yeah, let's hide a little bit here. I think he has technically seen me, so let's book it into the alleyway over here and see what's going on there. Not actually taking the fight, which doesn't make too much sense to me. That little timer above their head means that they're outlaws. It means that they're player killing, and once that's gone off, you technically go back to being not hostile automatically to players, but for the most part, people do treat this like a shoot on sight anyone that you're not directly playing with experience, and, you know, I don't mind that at all. I like the PvP going on here. So I'll go until I next die, and then really, that's all there is to tell you about the current state of the beta. It's a very short and sweet look at the game, and I hope you get a little bit of an idea of what kind of stuff you're in store for here. So yeah, let's focus on maybe getting one more kill in the Dark Zone. We've got extraction arriving. I don't actually know what that does. Even seeing the buildings, look, that are on fire, they're actual enemies, so let's see if we can't bring them down. They're a lot tougher then, because they are in the Dark Zone. Holy hell. And this guy is a mega enemy in that he has actual armor. Like, look at the amount of damage he was doing to me there. I'm going to have to really use my med packs on him. Alright, let's see if I can't bring him down. I can. That is good. We'll go for him. You really do want to be focusing on headshots. The increased DPS is wonderful. Reload me, please. And there we go. All right. What did you drop? What did you drop? I gotta get my loot quickly. No, we don't want a sticky bomb on ourselves. We really don't want a sticky bomb on ourselves. Oh, you need to calm down, lad. You need to calm it down. You see what I mean? When you face enemies that actually really force you to use the cover system, then you are in serious trouble if you don't. Oh, that was very close. So I've gone to rank 4 in the Dark Zone, so that's awesome. Could I have some? No extraction. That's That's fine. I wanted to die here alone anyway, so I'll just go and do that. See, look, the skull face is a really good omen. So for now, my name has been Rage. There is really... See, look, it keeps teasing me with extraction. I'm just going to assume it's not a feature yet, unless I'm just doing it very, very wrong, which is entirely likely, I will fully admit. So, yeah, my name has been Rage. This is a quick look at The Division for you, and TLDR, there's a lot of potential. What's good is very good, the Dark Zone PvP, but the rest of the game is very kind of... at least in my opinion. But then again, I'm not big on shooters, so take that with a grain of salt. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I will definitely see you next time. A goodbye.